The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
What Remains of Edith Finch is a first-person exploration game developed by Giant Sparrow, published by Annapurna Interactive, and was released on April 24th of 2017. The game sees you playing as Edith Finch, who goes back to her childhood home to tackle generational traumas and uncover family secrets. The house you explore is a large labyrinth filled with locked doors and hidden cubbyholes. Entering one of your family members' bedrooms lets you relive moments of that family member that has passed, and it's up to Edith to either believe in her family's curse or to logically come to terms of being the last surviving member.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
There is some fantastic storytelling here, environmental and from the script. The world you traverse feels lived in. The atmosphere is haunting and feels realistic, but fantastical at the same time.
Even in her...
The intro to the game instantly sets the mood, and it never lets down until the very end. The voice acting is on point and does a good job of emotionally establishing each family member properly. The flow of the gameplay of exploring and then playing a small segment of different styled gameplay feels refreshing and never gets boring.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
What Remains of Edith Finch is a sad game, and it's best to go into it blind. The music and sounds are beautiful and evoke a sense of wonder and sorrow. Even though it is pretty straightforward, replays of the game are even more disheartening since you already know what happens. There are a lot of small story secrets here and there that you can pick up on, and fans are still coming up with theories about different aspects of the game today. This game has had a large lasting impact in the gaming space and has left a memorable mark on gaming history.
It was like the house just swallowed him up.
I give What Remains of Edith Finch an 8.5 out of 10. The Unfinished Swan is an adventure game developed by Santa Monica Studio and Giant Sparrow, published by Sony Computer Entertainment, and released on October 16th of 2012. You play as a young boy named Monroe, whose mother recently passed. Monroe's mother was a painter who could never finish anything that she started. Monroe keeps an unfinished painting of a swan that she worked on. One day, the swan escapes the painting and runs away. Monroe gives chase and winds up in a world filled with giants, infinite hedge mazes, and mystery. The world of The Unfinished Swan feels incredibly magical. It plays out like a fairy tale while you explore abandoned cities and dark spider-infested swamps. Much of the world is blank, like an empty canvas, so you have to throw blobs of paint around to outline walls and objects to really get a solid footing. Revealing objects is fun and exciting, and the twists and gameplay the game is able to pull off is inspiring with how cohesive it is. Although the game has a joyous awe that overlays the experience, there is a somber and sorrowful layer underneath that is marvelously expressed through the music and Monroe's expressions. The Unfinished Swan is pretty unconventional in its design, and I haven't seen anything else like it. It has some surprising unlockables that make replaying the game even more fun. The variety of puzzle elements are never tiring, and you always feel encouraged to go around the next corner to tackle the newest application of the puzzle. This tale of Monroe really feels like a journey in an unknown, ever-expansive strange world, and it's a pleasure to go through it and reach its heartfelt conclusion. I give The Unfinished Swan an 8 out of 10. Journey is an adventure game developed by that game company, Tricky Pixels and Santa Monica Studio, published by Sony Computer Entertainment, and released on March 13th of 2012. Journey sees the player roaming an expansive desert towards a large two-peaked mountaintop. With little to no context, the player explores a seemingly fallen society while completing environmental puzzles to progress toward your colossal goal. Journey is a one-of-a-kind game that demonstrates various themes and messages of the ideas of hardship, communication, and strife. The robed figure you play as can run around, jump, and slide down sandy hills. You may run into other players, but the only way to communicate to each other is through small chimes that project your own unique symbol. The journey to the mountain is a treacherous one, and you will find murals of past events during the adventure. The soft tone of both the graphical style and musical score convey feelings of vulnerability, uncertainty, and disappointment. The trek to your unforeseeable objective is intentionally wavering, but the quietness of it all is absorbing and captivates you to push forward and past your doubts. Journey really is a journey. It leaves you in your thoughts, and you have moments of solitude and moments of ecstaticness. The joy and wonder that is produced here through level design and light and shadow is on another level of creativity. The trip up the mountain pays off at the end, but is up to you to determine if it was worth it. I give Journey an 8 out of 10.